And goes your clip to hold that one-way clutch in. These usually go in pretty nicely. Not usually a whole lot of fight with these big ones. I'm not saying it's not going to fight you. So usually it don't. That's in. There's your brake band. Like that. Put this piece in. All the way in. And goes your bearing. I talked about greasing it. Just put a little bit of grease back here on the bearing so it doesn't fall off, so it kind of sticks there. Like that. Well, actually, we're going to put this bearing on here because there's a groove for it. It'll stay on there a little easier. You have to take a look at the brake band, make sure it's not getting in the way. Like that. And goes your inner snap ring. That goes all the way in the inside. There we go. Now you might want to pull out this shaft a little bit because that shaft will move. Pull it out. Put your clip on. Of course, it's always going to get stuck in the first slot. But I need it in the back slot. Talk about pulling out the shaft, slide it back. Just like so. We talked about this piece once before. How there's a tooth missing. We find that tooth on this. And it's at the bottom. I face this toward the bottom. There's supposed to be a bearing in there. Okay. Oops, the bearing fell off. We're going to go ahead and put that bearing back here. A little bit of grease on it so it's not moving. You line up your marks. I have to get that light in there because I can't see. Here we go. Now we're going to have to get hold of that shaft a little bit and pull it back out just a hair. more or less just enough that you can get hold of that clip. There we go. There's enough hanging out now. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let me pick up the clip. Put that on. Like that. Alrighty. Now this clutch pack, it's not easy to get in, especially when a transmission is on its side like this. You do have to fight with it a little bit, if not fight with it a lot. It's always a good idea to try to get all the grease off of it, and oil, so you can put your hand on there and spin it. Oh, there it went. It's almost there. If it didn't go all the way. Which I don't think it went all the way. No, not yet. I'll tell you what, it's close. Alright, put our snap ring in. Okay. Now here's that bearing part. You want to make sure that you put this thing on correctly. Because if you put it on upside down, that's what it's going to end up looking like. So, bearing space out, like that. Put your gasket on. Right here's your gasket. Just like so. Now you're going to notice sometimes you're going to have to spin this until it locks into place. And you put your bolts back in, transmission back up. That's pretty much it. But that gives you the idea how it's done, and you should be able to get it from here.